Love English podcast.
Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to Love English podcast. We are so happy you are here to learn with us today. I'm Emma.
And I'm Leo. Hello, everyone. Emma, in our last few episodes, we've talked about some very deep topics, like the fear of speaking and the mindset of successful learners. They have helped me understand my feelings a lot.
I'm so glad to hear that, Leo. Understanding is the first step.
It is. But now I have a new problem. I understand why I'm afraid. I know I shouldn't compare myself to others. I know I should focus on communication, not perfection. I know all of this in my head, but when I have a chance to speak, I just don't feel confident. My heart still beats fast, my voice still gets quiet. How do I go from knowing what to do to actually feeling confident?
That is the perfect question. It is the bridge between thinking and doing. And the secret is this. Confidence is not a feeling you wait for. Confidence is a skill you build. It's not magic, it's a process. Think of it like building the house. You don't just wait for a house to appear, you build it, one brick at a time.
I like that idea. So confidence is not a feeling, it's a result of my actions. So if I'm building a house of confidence, what is the first brick I need to lay?
The first brick is preparation. A builder would never start without a plan, a blueprint. For an English speaker, your blueprint is preparing for specific, predictable situations. A big reason we feel anxious is because we feel unprepared for the unknown. So we need to make the unknown known.
What do you mean by specific situations? Do you mean I need to prepare for every possible conversation? That sounds impossible.
Not at all. You don't need to prepare for a deep conversation about philosophy. You start with the simple, everyday situations you know you will experience. For example, let's say you want to try a new coffee shop tomorrow. This is a perfect, small situation to prepare for.
Okay, I want to go to a new coffee shop. How do I prepare? What does that look like?
You sit down for 5 minutes with a notebook. You think, what will I need to say? First, you need to order. So you can write down the phrase, I'd like a medium Americano, please. Then they might ask you a question. What are the common questions? Maybe for here or to go? You can prepare your answer. To go, please. Maybe they ask, would you like any sugar? You can prepare, no thank you. They will tell you the price. Then you need to pay. You can prepare, can I pay by card?
I see. So I am creating a small script for myself. I'm predicting the conversation before it happens.
Exactly. And then you practice saying those sentences out loud a few times. By doing this, you walk into that coffee shop feeling ready. You have a plan. The situation is not scary and unknown anymore. This preparation is the first and most important brick. It reduces anxiety by at least 50%.
That feels very practical. I can definitely do that. But what happens after I prepare? Knowing the words in my notebook is one thing, but saying them to a real person is the hard part. This brings me to my next question. What is the next brick?
The next brick is private practice. This is the step between thinking and speaking to a real person. You need to get your mouth, your tongue, and your ears used to the sounds of English in a completely safe environment where nobody can judge you.
A safe environment. You mean in my room alone?
Yes, exactly. There are many ways to do this. The first and simplest way is to read out loud. Take a simple book for beginners or an article online and just read it out loud for 5 or 10 minutes every day. You are not trying to memorize it. You're just training your mouth to make the sounds. It's like exercise for your speaking muscles.
Okay, I can do that. It feels a little strange, but it makes sense. What else can I do in my private practice time?
You can try a very powerful technique called shadowing.
Shadowing, like being a shadow. What is that?
It's simple. You find a short audio clip of a native speaker. It could be from a podcast, an audiobook, or a short video. First, you listen to one sentence. Then, you pause the audio and you repeat the sentence, trying to copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, and the intonation exactly. After you do that a few times, you try the real shadowing. You play the audio and you try to speak at the exact same time as the speaker. You are their shadow.
Wow, that sounds difficult.
It is a little difficult at first, but it is one of the best ways to improve your fluency and pronunciation. You don't even have to understand every word. The goal is to copy the music of the language. Doing this for just 5 minutes a day will make a huge difference in your confidence because you will start to feel more natural.
Okay, so private practice includes reading out loud and shadowing. This is the work I do before I go out into the real world. I feel like my house has a plan and now I'm making the bricks. What's the third step?
The third step is to actually start building. We can call it low stakes action. Low stakes means the situation is not very important. There is very little risk. If you make a mistake, it doesn't matter.
Is ordering a coffee a low stakes action?
Yes, it's a perfect example, but you can start even smaller. The goal is to have many small, successful English interactions every day. For example, when you get on the bus, look at the driver and say, "Good morning." That's it. When you buy something at a store, say, "Thank you." When you pass a neighbor, say hello.
These are just one or two words. Does that really help?
It helps immensely. Every time you do this and the other person understands you and smiles back, your brain gets a small message. I did it. I spoke English and it was successful. It was safe. Each small interaction is a small victory. These victories build on each other. You are proving to yourself through action that you can do it.
It's like building the wall of my house with very small bricks. I'm not trying to lift a giant heavy wall all at once.
What a perfect way to describe it. Exactly. You build the wall slowly, and before you know it, you have something strong. Okay, are you ready for the fourth brick? This one is about the foundation of the house.
I'm ready.
The fourth brick is positive self-talk. This is about changing the voice inside your head. Most of the time, our inner voice is our worst critic. It says things like, "That sounded terrible. You are so stupid. Don't even try. You will make a mistake." This negative voice destroys our confidence.
I know that voice very well. It is very loud.
You need to actively replace it with a new, kind, encouraging voice. After you have a small interaction, like ordering your coffee, you need to stop and tell yourself, "Good job. That was brave. I did it." Even if you made a mistake, you say, "I made a mistake, but I tried, and that is what matters. I am proud that I tried." You have to become your own best friend and biggest cheerleader.
It sounds like a bit like the idea of celebrating small wins.
It is, but it's more active than that. It's about consciously choosing the words you say to yourself. Your thoughts create your feelings. If you have confident thoughts, you will start to feel more confident.
This is a very powerful idea. Prepare for the situation, practice in private, take small, real-world actions, and be kind to myself. Is that everything?
That's the main structure. But I have one last bonus tip, a fifth secret brick. It's about your body.
My body. How does my body affect my speaking confidence?
Confidence is also physical. Before you speak, take a deep breath. Stand up a little straighter. Pull your shoulders back. And when you speak, try to make your voice just 10% louder than you normally would. Also, try to smile a little. These small physical actions send a powerful signal to your brain. Your brain thinks, "Oh, we are standing tall and smiling. We must be confident." It's like a trick, but it really works.
So I can act confident to feel confident.
Yes, fake it until you make it. So let's review our 5-step plan to build your house of confidence. What are they?
First, preparation. Create a plan for specific situations. Second, private practice. Read out loud and do shadowing to train your mouth. Third, low-stakes action. Have many small successful interactions. Fourth, positive self-talk. Become your own best cheerleader. And fifth, use confident body language.
An absolutely perfect summary. This is not a magic pill, Leo. It is a process. But if you and our listeners lay 1 or 2 of these small bricks every single day, I promise that in a few weeks, you will look back and see that you have built something strong and beautiful. You will feel the difference.
I believe you. I feel like I have a real practical plan now, not just an idea. I'm going to start building today. Thanks for listening to Love English Podcast. Remember, every minute you spend learning English is an investment in your future. Keep learning and see you in the next episode.